Hello, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Captains, and today we are going to be doing a speedrun manga collection tour. What's a speedrun manga collection tour, you ask? Well, I am going to go through this as quickly as I can. All I will be telling you about my manga is the series name, the volumes that I have, and whether or not it is complete, so all the volumes I have complete the series, up to date, which is up to date with English releases in the UK. I'm going to clarify UK because we have later release dates than the US as of December 2021, or behind, so there are volumes out there that I don't have and that I'm missing. So the plan is that I'll do multiple collection tours where I'll go into more and more detail with each one. Probably I'll do 3, and this being the first one. This one is just the bare bones, and whether or not you're interested, you can watch the other ones as well. Just quickly before we get into the collection tour, if you haven't already, don't forget to like the video, and if you're new, consider subscribing for more collection tours, manga hauls, and general fun manga content. Also, don't forget to check out my social medias down below. But let's get to the manga tour. Okay, so let us start. It is very tall. I do need a stepladder to be able to reach the top. So, first off, in this corner here, we have Dot Hack GU Volumes 1 and 2, that is behind. Dot Hack The Legend of Twilight Volumes 1 to 3, that is complete. Dot Hack XXXX Volume 1, that is behind. Seventh Garden Volumes 1 to 8, that is up to date. 20th Century Boys Volumes 3 to 11, that is behind. 21st Century Boys is 1 volume and complete. AI Love You Volumes 1 to 3 and Volume 6, that is behind. Absolute Duo Volumes 1 to 3, that is behind. Next shelf, we have Accomplishments of a Duke's Daughter Volumes 1 to 3, and that is behind. Act Age Volume 1, which is behind, and cancelled Volume 2, I don't think ever made its way to the UK, and then it cancelled in English after Volume 2, so it is both behind and cancelled. After Hours Volumes 1 to 3, complete. Air Gear Volumes 1 and 4, behind. Asian Demi-Human Volumes 1 to 7, behind. Akashic Records of Bastard Magic Instructor, Volumes 3, 4, 5 and 9, behind. Akuma no Riddle, Volumes 4 and 5, behind. The Alchemist Who Survived Now Dreams of a Quiet Life, Volumes 1 and 2, both up-to-date / cancelled. Alice 19th, Volumes 1 to 7, complete. Alice and Zoruko, Volumes 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, behind. Alice in the Country of Hearts, Yen Press, Volumes 1 to 3, complete, I think. Alice in the Country of Hearts, The Clockmaker's Story, 1 volume complete. Alice in the Country of Hearts, The Mad Hatter's Late Night Tea Party, Volume 1, behind. Alice in the Country of Clover, Villagey Twins, 1 volume complete. Alice in the Country of Joker, Circus and Liar's Game, 2 and 5, behind. All You Need Is Kill, Omnibus, 1 volume complete. An Incurable Case of Love, Volumes 1 to 7, complete. Ancient Magus Bride, Volumes 1 to 6, behind. Animal Crossing New Horizons, Deserted Island Diary, Volume 1, up to date. Anonymous Noise, Volumes 1 to 7 and 14 and 16, behind. Ahara Ride, Volumes 1 to 13, complete. Apothecary Diaries, Volumes 1 to 3, up to date. Apple Seed Alpha, 1 volume complete. Apple Sims, Volumes 1 to 7, up to date. Are You Alice, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think. That is behind. Asadora, Volumes 1 to 3, up to date. Ascendance of a Bookworm, Part 1. If there aren't any books, I'll just have to make some. Volume 1 to 7, complete for Part 1. Arifureta, From Commonplace to World's Strongest, Volumes 1 to 4, behind. Arifureta, I Heart Isekai, Volume 3, behind. Just move that. Assassination Classroom, Volumes 1 to 21, complete. Assassin's Creed Awakening, I think I'm behind on that, Volume 1. Assassin's Creed Blade of Xiao Yun, Volumes 1 and 2, up to date.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla Blood Brothers, I think that's complete at 1 volume. Assassin's Creed Dynasty, Volume 1, I think that's up to date. Astro Lost in Space, Volumes 1 to 5, complete. Attack on Titan, Volumes 1 to 34, complete. Attack on Titan Before the Fall, Volumes 1 to 7 and Volume 11, behind. Attack on Titan Junior High, Volumes 1 and 2, behind. Attack on Titan No Regrets, Volumes 1 and 2, complete. Azumanga Volumes 1 to 4, complete. Bakemonogatari, Volumes 1 to 4 and 8 and 9, behind. Bakuman, Volumes 1 to 20, complete. Beastars, Volumes 1 to 4, 6 and 9 to 14, behind. Beast Complex, Volume 1, up to date. Behind the Scenes, Volume 1 to 7, complete. Berserk, Volumes 1 to 40, up to date. Beyond the Clouds, Volumes 1 and 2, behind. Biomega, Volumes 1 and 5, behind. Bite Maker, Volumes 1 and 2, behind. Blackbird, Volumes 1 to 18, complete. Black Butler, Volumes 1, 2, 3 and 16, behind. Black Clover, Volumes 1 to 26, up to date. Black Torch, Volumes 1 to 5, complete. Blank Canvas, My So-Called Artist Journey 1 to 5, complete. Bleach, Volumes 1 to 74, complete. Blood Lad 1, behind. Blue Exorcist, Volumes 1 to 6, 8 to 12, from 15 to 23, and that is behind. Blue Flag, Volumes 1 to 8, complete. Blue Period, Volumes 1 to 5, up to date. Booty Royale, Never Go Down Without a Fight, 1 and 2, behind. Bofuri, I Don't Want to Get Hurt, so I'll max out my defense, Volume 1, behind. Boruto, Volumes 1 to 12, up to date. Boys Run the Riot, Volumes 1 to 3, up to date. The Breaker, Volume 1, up to date. Breasts Are My Favourite Thing in the World, Volumes 1 to 3, up to date. Burn the Witch, Volume 1, up to date. By the Grace of the Gods, Volumes 1 to 3, up to date. Call Girl in Another World, 1 to 3, up to date. Call of the Night, Volume 1 to 4, up to date. Call to Adventure, Defeating Dungeons with a Skill Board, Volumes 1 to 3, up to date. Card Capture Sakura Clear Card, Volume 1, behind. Case Closed, Volumes 1, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, and then 12, all the way through to 79, which is behind. Case Study of Vanitas, Volumes 1, 2, and 4, behind. Cells at Work, Volumes 1 to 5, behind. Cells at Work Colored Black, Volumes 1, 2, and 7, behind. Cells at Work Baby, Volumes 1 and 2, up to date. A Certain Magical Index, Volumes 1 to 4 and 13, behind. A Certain Scientific Railgun, Volumes 1 and 2, behind. A Certain Scientific Accelerator, Volume 2, behind. Chainsaw Man, Volumes 1 to 3 and 5 to 7, behind. Children of the Rails, Volumes 1 to 13, behind. Chilling in Another World with Level 2 Super Cheat Powers, Volumes 1 and 2, up to date. Chobit, Volumes 1 to 8, complete. Chronicles of an Aristocrat Reborn in Another World, Volumes 1 and 2, up to date. Citrus, Volumes 1 to 10, complete. Claymore, Volumes 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 22, 23, 24, 25, behind. Clockwork Planet, Volumes 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, behind. Combatants Will Be Dispatched, Volumes 1 to 5, up to date. Cromarty High School, Volumes 1 to 4 and 7, behind / cancelled at 11 volumes, I think. Cube Arts Volumes 1 to 3 complete. Cutie and the Beast Volumes 1 and 2 behind. The Dangers in My Heart Volume 1 and 2 behind. The Dark History of the Reincarnated Villainess Volumes 1 to 3 up to date. Daytime Shooting Star Volumes 1 to 12 complete, I think. Dead Man Wonderland Volumes 1 to 13 complete. Death March to a Parallel World Rhapsody Volumes 1 to 3 behind. Death Note Volumes 1 to 13 complete. Delicious Inn Dungeon Volumes 1 to 9 up to date. Demon Love Spell Volumes 1 to 2 and 4 behind. Demon Prince Momochi House Volumes 1 to 16 complete. Demon Slayer Volumes 1 to 23 complete. Destiny Lovers Volumes 1 to 8 complete. The Devil is a Part-Timer Volumes 1 to 3, 7, 8, 10, 13, 16 behind. The Devil is a Part-Timer High School Volume 2 behind. Devilish Darlings Portal Fantasy 1 volume complete. Defrag Volume 1 to 8 and 12 behind. The Grey Man Volumes 1 to 12, 14, 15, 19, 20, 21, 24, 25, 26 behind. What is that lining? Dickfight Island Volume 1 up to date. Didn't I Say to Make My Abilities Average in the Next Life Volumes 1 to 4 up to date. Dirty Pair 1 volume complete. Beauty and the Beast Belle's Tale Part 1 in itself complete, but there is a part 2 that I don't have called Beast's Tale. Cruella Black, White and Red 1 volume complete. Frozen 2, the manga 1 volume complete. Disney's Pixar's Monsters Inc. 1 volume complete. Disney Pixar's WALL-E 1 volume complete. Die Volumes 1 to 3 complete. The Divine Raymond Magical Girl Howling Moon Volumes 1 and 2. I think that's up to date. I'm actually unsure. Do You Love Your Mom and a 2-hit multi-target attack Volumes 1 to 4 up to date. Does a Hot Elf Live Next Door to You Volumes 1 and 2 up to date. Don't Meddle With My Daughter Volumes 1 and 2 behind. Don't Toy With Me Miss Nagatoro Volumes 1, 2 and 5 behind. Dorohedoro Volumes 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 behind. Dr. Stone Volumes 1 to 18 up to date. Dr. Stone Reboot Byakuya 1 volume complete. Oops. Dragon Ball Volumes... Oh, goodness me. Dragon Ball Volumes 1 to 11 and 13 to 16 behind. Dragon Ball Z Volumes 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 23, 24, 26 behind. Dragon Quest House Hunting Volumes 1 to 6 up to date. Dragon Quest Monsters Plus Volumes 1 to 5 complete. Dragons Rioting Volumes 1, 2, 4 and 6 behind. Dreaming Sun Volumes 1 to 7 and 10 behind. Drifting Dragons Volumes 1 to 9 up to date. Dragon's Crown Volume 2 behind. Drugstore in Another World, The Slow Life of a Cheap Pharmacist Volumes 1 and 2 up to date. Dungeon Builder, The Demon's King Labyrinth is a Modern City behind. Dungeon Dive Aim for the Deepest Level up to date. The Dungeon of Black Company Volume 1 behind. Dungeon Toilet Volumes 1 and 2 up to date. The Earl and the Fairy Volumes 1 and 2 behind. Eden Zero Volumes 1 to 7 and 8 to 13 up to date. Eni Ale and Du Ayala Volumes 1 to 3 complete. Eromanga Sensei Volumes 1 to 3 up to date. Everyone's Getting Married Volumes 1 to 4 behind. The Exodrive Reincarnation Games All Japan Isekai Battle Tournament Volume 1 up to date. Ice Shield 21 Volumes 1, 4, 5, 12, 15, 18, 20, 22, 27, 28, 32 and 34 behind. Failure Frame I Became the Strongest and Annihilated Everyone with Low Level Skills Volumes 1 and 2 up to date. Fairy Tail Volumes 1 to 14, 15 to 55, and 56 to 63, Fairy Tales complete. Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest Volumes 1 to 8 up to date. Fairy Tale Blue Minstrel Volumes 1 to 4 complete. Fairy Girls Volume 1 to 4 complete. Fairy Tale Ice Trail Volumes 1 and 2 complete. Fairy Tale Side Stories Train Dragons of Sabertooth, Rhodonite and Lightning Gods complete. Fairy Tale S Volumes 1 and 2 complete. Fairy Tale Zero complete. Fangirl Volume 1 up to date. The Faraway Paladin Volume 1 up to date. Farming Life in Another World Volumes 1 to 3 up to date. Fiancé of the Wizard Volumes 1 to 3 up to date. Final Fantasy Lost Stranger Volumes 1 to 3 and 4 and 5 up to date. Final Fantasy Type 0 1 volume up to date, complete. Fire Force Volumes 1 to 7 and 10 to 15 and 21 and 23 behind. Fire Punch Volumes 1 to 8 complete. Fire in His Fingertips, a flirty fireman ravishes me with his smouldering gaze, Volumes 1 and 2 up to date. Fist of the North Star, Volumes 1 and 2 up to date. Fly Me to the Moon, Volumes 1 to 7 up to date. Flying Witch, Volumes 1 and 2 behind. Food Wars, Volumes 1, 2, 36 complete. Forget Me Not Volume 1 behind. Fruits Basket Collector's Edition Volumes 1 and 2 behind. Full Moon Volumes 1, 2 and 6 behind. Full Metal Alchemist Volumes 1 to 27 complete. Fushigi Yugi Mysterious Play Volumes 1 to 7, 9, 11 and 12 behind. Fushigi Yugi Genbu Kaiden Volumes 1 and 2 behind. Gabriel Dropout Volumes 1 to 3 behind. Galgoan Volume 1 behind. Gantz G2 behind. A Gentle Noble's Vacation Recommendation Volume 1 behind. The Gentleman's Alliance Cross Volumes 1 to 3 and 4 to 11, that's complete. Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex Volumes 1 to 5 complete. Gintama 1 to 3 behind / cancelled at 23 volumes. The Girl from the Other Side Volume 1 behind. Go with the Clouds North by Northwest Volume 1 behind. Goblin Slayer Volumes 1, 2, 4, 5 behind. Goblin Slayer Brand New Day Volume 1 behind. Goblin Slayer Side Story Year 1 Volume 2 behind. The Golden Sheep Volume 1 behind. The Golden Japanesque Volumes 1 and 2 up to date. Golden Kamuy Volumes 1 to 14 and 16 to 23 up to date. No, behind, I'm missing 15. Grand Blue Fantasy Volume 1 behind. Grand Blue Dreaming Volumes 1 to 14 up to date. Great Jahi Will Not Be Defeated Volume 1 up to date. Great Teacher Onizuka Volumes 1 to 18 and 20 and 24 behind. Haiku Volumes 1, 2, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 19, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 37, 39, 40 and 43 behind. Happy Marriage 2, 3 and 5 to 10 behind. Hatsuharu Volumes 1 to 3 and 9 behind. Haven't You Heard? I'm Sakamoto Volumes 1 to 4 complete. Has Your Skill? The guild member with a worth of skill is actually a legendary assassin Volumes 1 and 2 up to date. Headhunted from Salaryman to Big 4 Volume 1 up to date. Heaven's Design Team Volumes 1 to 6 up to date. Hell's Paradise Volumes 1 to 10 up to date. Hellsing Volume 1 behind. Her Royal Highness Seems to Be Angry Volume 1 up to date. The Hero's Overpowered but Overly Cautious Volumes 1 to 3 up to date. The Heroic Legend of Arslan Volumes 2, 4, 7, 8 and 10 behind. The Hidden Dungeon Only I Can Enter Volume 1 behind. High School Prodigies Have It Easy Even in Another World Volumes 1, 2 and 4 behind. Honey So Sweet Volumes 1 to 8 complete. Horimiya Volumes 1, 2, 6, behind. How a Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom, Volume 1, behind. How to Weave Relationship, Volumes 1, 2, 4, behind. How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift, Volumes 1 to 6, behind. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, Volumes 1 to 3, behind. How to Build a Dungeon, Book of the Demon King, Volumes 1 to 7, up to date. How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend, 1 and 6, behind. Hunter x Hunter, Volumes 1 to 4, 7, 15, 16, 18, 21, 23, 24, 29, 31, 32, 35, 36, behind. Hybrid Heart, Volumes 1 and 2, behind. I Am a Cat Barista, Volume 1, up to date. I Got Caught Up in a Hero Summons, but the Other World Was at Peace, Volume 1, up to date. I Hear the Sunspot, 1 volume complete. I Married My Best Friend to Shut My Friends Up, 1 volume complete. I Shall Survive Using Potions, Volume 1, behind. I Swear I Won't Bother You Again, Volumes 1 and 2, up to date. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, 1 volume complete. I was a bottom-tier bureaucrat for 1500 years and the Demon King made me a minister, volume 1, up to date. I was reincarnated as the villainess in an otome game, but the boys love me anyway, 1 volume, up to date. The Ideal Sponge of Life, 1 and 2 and 9, behind. Idle Dreams, 1 and 2, behind. If It's For My Daughter, I'd Even Defeat a Demon Lord, 1 and 2, behind. If the RPG world had social media, volume 1, up to date. I'm a behemoth, an S-ranked monster, but mistaken for a cat. I live as an elf girl's pet, volumes 1 to 3, up to date. I'm in love with the villainess, volume 1, up to date. I'm the hero, but the demon lord's also me, 2 volumes, up to date. I'm the villainess, so I'm taming the final boss, volumes 1 and 2, up to date. In Another World with My Smartphone, volumes 1 to 3, up to date. Inspector, volumes 1 to 3 and 8, behind. Interviews with Monster Girls, volumes 1 to 3, behind. Inuyashiki, volumes 1, 6 and 8, behind. Interspecies Reviewers, 1 to 5, up to date. Interspecies Reviewers, Darkness Anthology, up to date. Invincible Shovel, volumes 1 and 2, up to date. Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, volumes 1 to 10, complete. Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, part 2, volume 1, up to date. Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, 4-panel comic Days of Goddess, volume 1, behind. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level, volumes 1 to 6. I think I'm up to date. 7 might be out recently. J.K. Haru is a sex worker in another world, volume 1, up to date. JoJo Part 1, volumes 1 to 3, complete. JoJo Part 2, volumes 1 to 4, complete. JoJo Part 3, volumes 1 and 2, behind. JoJo Part 4, volumes 1 to 9, complete. JoJo Part 5, volumes 1 and 2, up to date. Jujutsu Kaisen, volumes 1 to 6 and 8 to 12, behind. Juni Taisen, Zodiac War, volumes 1 to 4, complete. Kaguya-sama, Love is War, volumes 1 to 20, that is up to date. Kaiju Girl Caramelized, volumes 1 to 4, up to date. Kakiguri, volumes 1 to 13, up to date. Kakiguri Twin, volumes 1 and 6, behind. Kakuriko, volumes 1 to 6, up to date. Kami-sama Kiss, volumes 1, 2, 6, 10 and 20, behind. Karate Survivor in Another World, volumes 1 and 2, up to date. Kemono Friends Welcome to Japari Park, 1 volume complete. Kimi ni Todoke, 1, 3 and 23, behind. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 3, behind. Kingdom Hearts 2, volume 1, behind. Kingdom Hearts 3, volume 1, up to date. King's Beast, volumes 1 to 4, up to date. Kirby's Manga Mania, volumes 1 and 2, up to date. Kiss Him, Not Me, volumes 1 to 14, complete. Kiss Me at the Stroke of Midnight, 1 to 3, 6, 7, 9 and 10, behind. Comey Can't Communicate, 1 to 14, up to date. I know 15 and 16 are out in the US, but I have not seen them in the UK yet. I'm deviating from the collection. Komono Confisery, 1, 2 and 4, behind. Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World, volumes 1 to 8 and 9 to 12, that is up to date. Konosuba, An Explosion on This Wonderful World, volumes 1 to 5, and that is complete. Kuma Bear, volumes 1 to 4 behind. Kuroroko's Basketball 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 29, 30 behind. Lady Snowblood, The Deep-Seated Grudge, Part 1, Volume 1 behind. Laid Back Camp, Volumes 1 to 5 and 10 behind. Land of the Lustrous 1, 2, 4, 7 behind. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Parts 1 and 2 complete. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask complete. Legend of Zelda Four Swords Parts 1 and 2 complete. Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons complete. Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages complete. Legend of Zelda Minish Cap complete. Phantom Hourglass complete. Link to the Past complete. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Volumes 1 to 6 and Volumes 7 to 9. That's up to date. Let's Dance a Waltz Volume 1 behind. Level 1 Demon Lord and One Room Hero, Volumes 1 and 2, up to date. Little Witch Academia, Volumes 1 to 3, complete. Living Room Matsunaga-san, Volumes 1 to 7, up to date. Log Horizon, Volume 1, up to date / cancelled. Log Horizon West Rim Brigade, Log Horizon West Rim Brigade, Volumes 1 to 5 and Volume 9 behind. Love and Heart, Volumes 1 to 3, up to date. Love Hina, Volumes 1 to 14 complete. Love in Focus, Volumes 1 and 2 behind. Love in Hell, the complete trilogy, 1 volume complete. Love Me Not, Volumes 1 to 3 and Volumes 4 to 11 up to date. Made in Abyss, Volumes 1 to 7 behind. Lust Gias, Volumes 1 to 3 up to date. Magi, Volumes 1 to 29 and 31 to 37 behind. Maidhammer 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 7 and 8 behind. A Man and His Cat, Volumes 1 to 4 up to date. Magus of the Library 1 and 2 behind. Mao, Volume 1 up to date. Mashima's Heroes 1 volume complete. Mashal 1 and 2 up to date. Meteor Prince Volume 2 behind. Message to Adolf Volume 1 behind. Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya 1 to 3, 10 and 15 behind. The Misfortune of Kion and Koizumi 1 volume complete. Midnight Secretary 1 to 4 behind. Millennium Snow 1 and 4 behind. Mint Chocolate Volumes 1 to 4 up to date. The Misfit of Demon King Academy 1 to 3 up to date. Miss Kobanashi's Dragon Maid 1 and 2 behind. Miss Kobanashi's Dragon Maid Elma's Office Lady Diary Volume 4 behind. Missions of Love 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 16 behind. Mob Psycho 100 Volume 1 behind. Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin Volume 1 behind. Monster 1 to 4 and 8 behind. Monster Hunter Flash Hunter Volumes 1 to 3 and 8 to 10 behind. Monster Musume Volumes 1 to 4 and 7 to 10 behind. Monster Soul 1 and 2 complete. Monster Wrestling 1 to 3 up to date. Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun 1 and 2 behind. Moriarty the Patriot 1 to 5 up to date. Miss Koizumi Loves Ramen Noodles 1 to 3 up to date. Multi-Mind Mayhem Isekai Tensei Shiduki Volume 1 up to date. Muscles Are Better Than Magic Volumes 1 and 2 behind. Mushoku Tensei 1 to 3 behind. My Boy 1 to 7, I think I'm up to date, though 8 might be out recently. My Dress Up Darling 1 to 4 up to date. My Girlfriend is a Geek Volumes 1 and 2 behind. My Hero Academia 1 to 11 and 12 to 29, and that's up to date. My Hero Academia Smash Volumes 1 to 5 complete. My Hero Academia Team Up Missions Volume 1 up to date. My Hero Academia Vigilantes 1 to 6 and 10 behind. My Love Mix-Up Volume 1 up to date. My Love Story 1 to 13 complete. My Lovey-Dovey Wife is a Stone Cold Killer Volume 1 up to date. My Next Life My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom, Volumes 1 to 5. I think I'm up to date, the 6 might be out soon. My Room is a Dungeon Rest Top, Volume 1 to 3 behind. My Senpai is Annoying, Volume 1 behind. My Status as an Assassin obviously exceeds the Heroes, Volumes 1 to 3 up to date. My Youth Romantic Comedy is Wrong as Expected at Comic 114 behind. Naruto, Volumes 1 to 72, and that's complete. Naruto, the 7th Hokage, and the Scarlet Spring, 1 volume complete. Some Naruto fan books. Naruto, Chibi, Sasuke, Sharingan Legend 1 to 3 complete. Natsume's Book of Friends 1, 2, and 10, 11 behind. New Game Volumes 1 to 9 and 11 behind. The New Gate Volumes 1 and 2 behind. Nichiju Volumes 1 and 2 behind. Nisekoi Volumes 1 to 7 and 9 to 25 behind. No Game No Life Volumes 1 and 2 up to date. No matter how you look at it, it's you guys' fault I'm not popular, Volumes 1, 6 and 15 behind. Number 6, Volume 1 behind. Norigami Volumes 1 to 23 up to date. Norigami Stray Stories Volume 1. I thought there was only 1 volume, but apparently there were more, so up to date, I suppose. The NPCs in this village sim game must be real, Volume 1 up to date. O Maidens in Your Savage Season Volumes 1 to 8 complete. Not Your Idol Volumes 1 and 2 up to date. One Piece Volumes 1 to 97, and that is up to date. Volumes 1 to 3 of One Piece in French. I'm not intending on collecting any more, so really none of the above, I suppose. They were gifts. One Punch Man Volumes 1 to 23, which is up to date. Orange Volumes 1 and 2 complete. I know there's a spin-off, but that would be its own thing on my, as I would count it as its own thing. Orisama Teacher Volumes 1 to 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 and 16 behind. Orient Volumes 1 to 5 up to date. The Other Side of Secret Volumes 1 and 3 behind. The Otherworldly Izayaki Nobu Volume 1 behind. Our Dreams at Dusk Volumes 1 to 3 behind. Uran High School Host Club Volumes 1 to 18 complete. Overlord Volumes 1 to 6 and 11 and 12 behind. Pandora Hearts Volumes 1 and 2 behind. Paradise Kiss 1 volume complete. Parallel Paradise Volumes 1 to 6 up to date. Passionate Two-Face 2 volumes behind. Peach Fuzz 1 volume behind. Penguin Gentleman 1 volume complete. Perfect World 1 to 8 up to date. Persona Volumes 1 to 7 up to date. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Volumes 1 to 5 complete. Platinum End Volumes 1 to 13 up to date. Planetes Volume 1 behind. Pluto Volumes 1 to 8 complete. Pokemon Adventures Volumes 1 to 29 complete. Pokemon Adventures Diamond, Pearl, Platinum Volumes 1 to 11 complete. Pokemon Heart and Gold Volumes 1 and 2 complete. Pokemon Adventures Black and White Volumes 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 9 behind. Pokemon Arceus and the Jewel of Life 1 volume complete. Pokemon Hoopla Clash of Ages 1 volume complete. Pokemon Giratina and the Sky Warrior 1 volume complete. Pokemon Ranger and the Temple of Sea 1 volume complete. Pokemon Kiriram and the Sword of Justice 1 volume complete. Pokemon Volcanion and the Mechanical Marvel 1 volume complete, Pokemon I Choose You 1 volume complete, Pokemon The Power of Us 1 volume complete, Pokemon Strikes Back 1 volume complete. There are all the movies. Oh my goodness. Prince Freya volumes 1 to 4 behind, Princess Jellyfish 1 to 9 complete, Prison School 1 to 4 behind, Promised Neverland 1 to 8 and 9 to 20 complete, Puella Magi Madoka Magica 1 and 2 behind, Puella Magi Madoka Magica The Different Story Volume 1 behind, Kazumi Magica The Innocent Malice 1, 4 and 5 behind, Arika Magica Volume 1 behind, Arika Magica Extra Story 1 volume complete, Suzume Magica 1 volume behind, QQ Sweeper 1 to 3 complete, Queen's Quality 1 behind, Quintessential Quintuplets 1 to 14 complete, Radiant 1 to 5, 7 and 10 behind, Ralgrad 1 to 3 behind, Ren and the Grey World 1 to 3 behind, Rave Master 1 to 6, 9 behind, Raw Hero 1 behind, Reborn as a Barrier Master 1 up to date, Reborn as a Polar Bear, The Legend of How I Became a Forest Guardian 1 and 2 behind, Reborn as a Space Mercenary, I Woke Up Piloting the Strongest Starship Volume 1 up to date, Record of Grancrest War Volume 1 behind, Reincarnated as a Dragon Hatchling Volume 1 up to date, Reincarnated as a Sword 1 to 3 behind, Re-Monster 1 to 5 up to date, Rent a Girlfriend 1 to 9 up to date, Rent a Really Shy Girlfriend Volume 1 up to date, ReZero Chapter 1 Volumes 1 and 2 complete, ReZero Chapter 2 1 to 5 complete, ReZero Chapter 3 1 to 8 behind, Requiem of the Rose King 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 14 behind, Restaurant to Another World 1 to 4 complete, Raijo Wave 1 volume complete, The Rising of Shield Hero 1 to 16 up to date, The Reprise of Spear Hero 1 to 3 behind, Roll Over and Die, I Will Fight for an Ordinary Life with My Love and Cursed Sword 1 volume, I think up to date-ish, a new one might have come out recently, Rosario Vampire 1 to 6 and 7 to 10 complete, Rosario Vampire Season 2 1 to 11 behind, Royal Tutor 1 to 4, 6, 8 and 11 behind, RWBY Official Manga Anthology 1 and 2 behind, Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts Volume 1 behind, Saint Young Men 1 to 5 behind, Sailor Moon 1 and 2 behind, Saga of Tanya the Evil 1, 3, 4, 11 behind, The Saint's Magic Power is Omnipotent 1 to 3 up to date, Saki the Succubus Hungers Tonight 1 to 5 complete, Samurai The Tale of Hachimaru 1 to 5 complete, The Saviour's Book Cafe Story in Another World Volume 1 up to date, Say I Love You 1 to 13 and 15, 17, 18 behind, Scarlet 1 behind, A Skull Frozen in Time Volumes 1 and 2 behind, School Rumble 1 to 4, 7 and 8 behind, Seraph the End 1 to 16 and 17 to 21 behind, 7 Deadly Sins 1 to 10, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 33, 41 behind, Sex Ed 120% 1 and 2 up to date, She Professed Herself Pupil of the Wise Man 1 and 2 up to date, Shiori's Diary 1 and 2 up to date, Shortcake Cake 1 to 12 complete, A Sign of Affection 1 to 3 up to date, A Silent Voice 1, 2, 5, 7 behind, Silver Spoon 1 and 8 behind, Skeleton Knight in Another World Volume 1 behind, Skullface Bookseller Honda-san 1 to 3 behind, Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle 1 to 15 up to date, Slow Life in Another World I Wish Volume 1 up to date, Snow White with the Red Hair, volumes 1 to 16 up to date. So Cute It Hurts 2, 3 and 5 behind. Summer Spider So What, volumes 1 to 9 up to date. Solar Leveling 1 and 2 behind. Something's Wrong With Us 1 to 6 up to date. Soul Eater 1 to 3 behind. Space Battleship Yamato 1 volume complete, I think. SP Baby 1 and 2 complete. Spice and Wolf 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 10 behind. Spy Family 1 to 6 up to date. Starcrossed 1 to 3 up to date. Star Wars The High Republic Edge of Reason 1 volume 1 up to date. Star Wars Guardians of the Wilds 1 volume complete. Star Wars Leia Princess of Alderaan volume 1 up to date. The Strange Adventure of a Broke Mercenary volumes 1 and 2 up to date. Strobe Edge 1 to 10 complete. Super Mario Manga Mania 1 volume complete. Suppose a Kid from the Last Dungeon Boonies moved to a starter town 1 to 3 behind. Sweat and Soap 1 to 9 behind. Sword Art Online Aincrad, I think 1 volume complete. Sword Art Online Caliber, I also think 1 volume complete. Sword Art Online Fairy Dance 1 to 2 behind. Sword Art Online Girls Ops 1 to 2 behind. Sword Art Online Hollow Realization 4 and 5 behind. Sword Art Online Mother's Rosary volume 1 behind. Sword Art Online Progressive 1 to 7 complete. Takani and Hannah 1 to 17 up to date. I know 18 has been seen in the UK, but my 18 hasn't been sent out to me yet. I am sort of up to date. Tales of Wedding Rings 1, 7 and 8 behind. Tamachanza Fox volume 1 behind. Tagami Baki volumes 1 to 8 and 11 to 20 behind. That Blue Sky Veiling volumes 1 to 3 complete. That Time I Reincarnated as a Slime volumes 1 to 17 up to date. That Time I Got Reincarnated as Slime Trinity and Tempest volume 1 behind. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime The Ways of the Monster Nation volume 1 behind. There's a Demon Lord on the Floor volume 1 behind. Thigh High volumes 1 and 2 up to date. Those Not So Sweet Boys volumes 1 to 3, I think that's up to date, I think. To Save the World, Can You Wake Up the Morning After with a Demi-Human volume 1 behind. Today's Cerberus volumes 1, 3, 4, 5 behind. Time Stop Hero volume 1 up to date. Toilet Bound Hanukkah-kun volumes 1 to 11 up to date. After School Hanukkah-kun 1 volume complete. Tokyo Ghoul volumes 1, 2, 3 and 10 behind. Tokyo Tarariba Girls volumes 1 to 3 and 5 to 9 behind. To Your Eternity 1, 2, 14, 15 behind. Trapped in a Dating Sim, The World of Otome Games is Tough for Mobs volumes 1 and 2 up to date. Triage X volumes 1 and 2 behind. A Tropical Fish Yearns for Snow volumes 1 to 7 up to date. Twin Star Exorcist volumes 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 22 behind. Tsubasa 1, 2, 3 and 7 behind. Uncle from Another World volumes 1 to 3 up to date. Undead Unluck volumes 1 to 3 up to date. Vagabond volumes 1 and 2 behind. Val Love volume 2 behind. Vinland Saga volumes 1 to 3 and 11 behind. Waiting for Spring volumes 1 to 9 and 12 behind. The Wandering Witch Journey of Elena volumes 1 and 2. I think that's up to date. Maybe 3 might be out, I can't remember. The Water Dragon's Bride volumes 1 to 5, 9 and 10 behind. Wave Listen to Me volumes 1, 2, 4, 6 behind. The Way of the House Husband 1 to 6 up to date. We Never Learn volumes 1 to 18 up to date. Welcome to the Ballroom volume 1 up behind. We Swore to Meet in the Next Life and That's When Things Got Weird 1 to 3 up complete. The Witch and the Beast volume 1 behind. The White Cat's Revenge Plotted from the Dragon King's Lap 1 to 3 up to date. Who Says Warriors Can't Be Babes 1 to 3 up complete. Wild Ones 1 to 3 behind. Witchbuster 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 behind / cancelled at the 17th, 18th volume. Witch Atelier 1 to 8 up to date. Witchcraft Works 1 to 11 behind. Witch's Printing Office 1 to 5 up to date. Woof Woof Story I Told You to Turn Me Into a Pampered Putch Not Fenrir volumes 1 and 2 up to date. World Trigger 5, 7, 14, 16, 19, 21 behind. World's End Harem 1 to 8 and 10 behind. World's End Harem Fantasia 1 to 4 behind. The World's Finest Assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat, volume 1 behind, I think. The World's Strongest Rearguard Labyrinth Countries Novice Seeker 1 to 3 up to date. Watakoi Love is Hard for Otakus 1 to 5 up to date. Yakitake Japan 6, 23, 25 behind. Yakuza Lover 1 and 2 up to date. Younger is the Dawn 1 to 3, 12, 13, 16 to 28 and 30 to 32 behind. Your Lane Spring Volume 1 behind. Your Name 1 to 3 complete. Your Name Earthbound 1 and 2 complete. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist 2 and 13 behind. Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium World 4 behind. Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs 1 to 5, 9 and 15 behind. Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead 1 to 3 up to date.
Thank you so much for watching the Speedrun Manga Collection Tour video. I know it wasn't actually that speedrunny. I'm terrified to think how long my more detailed videos are going to be. They might have to turn into multiple videos in themselves with parts maybe. I'll figure that out once I filmed it. Forgive me for some of the title mistakes I did. Having edited it, I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the name of the series. Why did I say that? Regardless, apologies. I'm also sorry about the strobing. I couldn't use my usual camera because it's a bit too heavy to get to the top of the shelf, so I used a phone, and the fairy lights are not kind with the strobing. It was the best I could do, faffing with the shutter speed and frame rate. Yes, I hope you still enjoyed it regardless of that. I'll try and work on it to be better for the next collection tour. Just before you leave, please don't forget to like the video, and if you're new, please consider subscribing for more manga content. Also, check out the social medias down below, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I'll be posting updates about more collection videos, general YouTube videos there. But yes, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you really enjoyed it. This is my 1-year manga tube anniversary. It's been great to be here. Everyone's lovely. I've made so many new friends. Yes, thank you so much to everyone. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!